The International Commission of Jurists ICJ Kenyan section has launched the Bench Book that is set to serve as a legal resource guide for judges and other judicial officers on the right to health issues. The publication, titled The Right to Health Bench Book, Issues and Themes, will be used to audit emerging jurisprudence, laws and policies, and international and regional standards on the right to health in Kenya. Sami Adika with more details.
In a bid to ensure that Kenya fully implement the right to health provided in its Book of Law, ICJ Kenyan section, in partnership with Kenya Judiciary Academy and the Center for Reproductive Rights, have made a bold move to develop the Bench Book, set to act as a point of reference for legal practitioners in the country while handling health rights.
Organization using the power.
Present in the launch was Supreme Court Judge Smokin Wanjala, who noted that the Bench Book will act as a reference point for judicial officers to make quick decisions and eliminate any contradicting decisions that may delay justice.
Delayed is justice denied, and more so in questions revolving around the health of a human being. And therefore, when a decision is to be made by a court of law, it should be expeditiously made. And the Bench Book is going to contribute to that expedition, because it will not take now a very, very long time for judges or magistrates to go into research which has already been dealt with and covered in the Bench Book.
While citing the recent shift from NHIF to Social Health Insurance Fund, ICJ Kenya Deputy Executive Director Demas Kiprono noted that the Bench Book will act as a guide for legislators while crafting an all-inclusive health policies.
This Bench Book also informs policy, because in some of the decisions, the courts have said to Parliament, to the government, to please come up with certain policies, for example, in the intersex case issues, that have now transformed lives of intersex people. 10 years ago, no one even knew they existed. In Kenya now, they are recognized, they are registered even and counted even during census.
Embassy of Denmark representative Joseph Kimani noted that health remains a fundamental right that needs to be protected by all means, further reiterating Denmark's commitment to continue partnering with Kenya in enhancing access to justice.
Kenya's progressive constitution is a work in progress, and it invites all of us to play a role in its realization. Health as a right is to be realized progressively. So Denmark comes in as a friend of Kenya to contribute towards that particular process, because none can be realized instantly. It's that progressive element.
It is also envisioned that the book will help highlight certain critical health issues that the society has shied away from for decades.
Sexual orientation and so on and so forth. These are issues at the core of people's health and well-being that need then to be addressed as fundamental rights. And therefore the Bench Book becomes key, because it has looked at all the aspects of sexual reproductive health and rights, issues around sexual orientation, gender identity, the question of sexual and gender-based violence, access to safe abortion, contraception, and so on and so forth.
With the launch of the Bench Book, ICJ Kenyan section with its partners now hope that Kenya will make progressive steps towards implementing health rights while eliminating the existing gaps that have slowed the realization of access to justice in the country.
To everyone.
For Newswatch, I'm Sami Adika.
I'll ask all of you to hold it up.